Fuck it. Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a review of a low budget supernatural horror film from 2009 from cult director Ted V. Michaels, the director behind movies like The Corpse Grinders and The Doll Squad, Astro Zombies, 10 Violent Women, The Black Klansman, and many, many more. And tonight's movie is Demon Haunt. So, for those of you who don't know, I have a big love for the work of Ted V. Michaels. He was a horrible director, definitely, but his movies are kind of have that Ed Wood like quality to them, to where they're very, very enjoyable despite being awful. And you can really tell that he tried his best with the movies, and they are cheesy and charming enough to warrant a cult following, which they do have a small cult following. But still. So here we are with his 2009 film that is the first movie ever in his career to use CGI. And we are talking PlayStation 1 cutscene, late 90s CGI. We are in for a treat. So this movie is about a school teacher and her wheelchair-bound sister who are haunted by a supernatural force, and they call upon a father-son team of exorcists to take care of it. So, where to begin? This movie is beyond low quality and low budget. It looks like it was shot on a 2005 digital video camera, and the audio is about the same quality. There are some really, really lame attempts at acting and writing in the film that just come off as laughable for how serious they tried to play this very obviously bad movie. The audio, like I said, is tinny as hell. It's very low quality. There's a scene early on in the film that I thought was very funny where it's supposed to be at a soccer game, but it's just showing like close-ups of the character's face as she's like stretching on a field of grass, while being intercut with like footage from the mid 90s of some minor league soccer team playing. The best comparisons I can make with this film, I would compare like its quality and its cheap look to movies like Cool Cat Saves the Kids and Love on a Leash. Those are really the only comparisons I can make with this movie. This is truly a one-of-a-kind Ted V. Michaels film. Even his 2002 kind of sequel to his film Blood Orgy of the She-Devils, which was, I think, was Cauldron, A Baptism of Blood. Even that movie, which had some pretty bad digital effects, wasn't as, like, unique in its awfulness. You know, you watch The Corpse Grinders and you're like, yeah, this is cheesy, this is charming, this is enjoyable, etc., etc., etc. Or if you're a normal person, you probably think it's awful. But you look at a movie like Demon Haunt, and this almost looks like it's from a completely different director, due to the fact that, you know, times have changed when it comes to low budget cinema. There's also some really cheap stock music in this movie that is, like, cheaper than some of the shit you would see in, like, Manos, the Hands of Fate. Um, Look, I don't have much else to say. This is a immensely entertaining and interesting, awful movie, and if you enjoy bad movies or the other works of Ted V. Michaels, this is definitely worth a watch. The whole movie is on YouTube, uploaded by the like official channel, The Kings of Horror. So it is on YouTube if you want to watch it. It's in like 480p quality, and yeah, yeah, holy hell is this movie bad. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 makes it like Nosferatu and 10 makes it like Peter Jackson's Brain Dead. Find its fizz down a bit. Oh. Alright. That's the last time I buy a raspberry lager. This movie sits at a like half, maybe a 1. It's pretty much non-violent. Um, yeah. In the end, it's this awful, incompetent, jumbled together mess of an excuse for a movie And despite all of that, it is surprisingly interesting and engaging and entertaining for most of the runtime, which is kind of bizarre. Either way, I'd probably have to give this movie a anywhere from a 2.5 to a 3.5 out of 5. It's somewhere in that range. Maybe it's just sitting at like a two and a half. Maybe it's sitting at a 3. I'm thinking maybe a 3 out of 5 for this one. It's very bad, very awful, but also very very enjoyable and entertaining. Definitely a good one to crack open some beers and watch with some friends. As long as it is not Ambita Brewing Purple Haze. As long as it's not this shit, you're pretty much good to go. But either way, this is Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews signing off. Peace.